As a woman of color, native to this country and to this state, I'm taking a stand against the systematic oppression of Native women and raising awareness of the missing and murdered Indigenous women.
So there's like a secret technique on like how to put ribbons on some. So, yeah, mine's a little embarrassing, like how to put ribbons on my skirt.
Yeah.
But it's a trade secret in my family. To make a traditional dress, I guess it would also depend on what kind of dress I'd be making. For like the plain style camp dress that I started making those frequently, but then I started moving on to ribbon dresses, ribbon skirts. Like a camp dress would probably take like an hour to 2 hours, depending on how quick if I've rested the night before, which is very rare. Like a ribbon skirt or a ribbon dress. A ribbon skirt would take roughly 5 hours, including like time to pick out the colors and lay them out. Elmer's glue. Like everybody, I asked a couple people if they used it, and they're like, well, that would ruin your fabric. And I've tried lots of different fabrics with glue like this. They seem to work pretty well. All the dresses that were dedicated, I usually get those by request because how my policy in some ways is that I'm not the one who has to tell the story. It's not my story to tell. Yeah. And if they're willing to help me voice them, then I will. Okay. So everything is all donated right now. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty interesting. So I got like lots of ribbons from everywhere. I feel like the project is everybody's project because everybody's been impacted by this.
The summer of 2016 was when my eyes were opened to this modern day genocide. This is not about me, yet it affects my family deeply as I have lost an aunt and a grandmother. I started the Save Our Sisters project to raise awareness of this issue that is spread across Indigenous nations around the world. Every day I make and I wear my Indigenous clothing to stand for these women who are denied to live their lives.
Last week I got a painting from Alex Wright, who she painted a painting for a young girl who was murdered in Winnipeg. And one of the quotes said, "We are not disposable." And I felt that right now, I feel like one of the lessons is that people should need to realize is that we are human as well. We're treated so terribly in a lot of places. People don't really want to listen to us. They think that a lot of us are uneducated, and they don't realize that a lot of us are educated. A lot of us have families and, actual dreams. The lesson I wanted to give is that I guess we are not disposable. We as in Native people and we as in women.
Chief Joseph once said, "It does not require many words to speak the truth." As an artist, the truth can be found anywhere, from the paintings of Frida Kahlo to the sculptures of Syrian refugee Mohammed Hafez. The truth is in cultural preservation and the preservation of the spirit. The truth lies within our language, our stories, our being. Martin Luther King fought for the preservation of the truth. We were stripped of our language and we lost our identities. Now it's time to break the commonality of cultural genocide. Let's take a stand against the exploitation, the trafficking, the murder, and the rape of our indigenous peoples to finish what Dr. King started. Thank you.
This evening. And, ladies and gentlemen, our last proclamation of the evening. Whereas the city of Missoula joins with Canada to spur awareness in Montana, the Great Plains region, in the United States for murdered and missing Indigenous women. And whereas there is not a comprehensive estimate of Indigenous women who are missing or murdered in the United States, but many factors contribute to this epidemic, such as fear, stigma, legal barriers, racism, sexism, and the devastating levels of violence in the United States. And whereas nearly half of all Native American women in the United States have been raped, beaten, or stalked by an intimate partner, they are 2.5 times more likely to experience sexual assault. 1 in 3 will be raped in her lifetime, and on some reservations, women are murdered at a rate 10 times higher than the national average. And whereas for more than 20 years, there have been awareness-raising efforts in Canada on Valentine's Day, and the Murdered and Missing Indigenous Women's Awareness Day seeks to build support by increasing awareness in the United States. And whereas there has been an increase in human trafficking in Montana due to the increased oil activity in the Bakken region, as well as in all areas of the state, now therefore I, John Engen, Mayor of the City of Missoula in the state of Montana, hereby proclaim Tuesday, February 14th, 2017 as Murdered and Missing Indigenous Women Awareness Day. And we have some guests this evening to speak to